Welcome to 1095 of One Piece, and before we get this started, I just woke up, but also number two, I'm recording this after I read the chapter, and this chapter is pretty good, but just in case, I did record my predictions pretty much earlier, so don't worry about prediction time, it's still here. With that being said, prediction time. So, the last chapter, we saw Jace, Garcia, Saturn, and all the Straw Hats right in front of him. So, definitely, I hope we get to see a fight between them. I hope they also go over the whole, devil pentagram thing. I didn't go over that in the original video. He was summoned through a double pentagram thing. And I'm kind of curious what that is, because it doesn't look like anything like a devil fruit. Maybe it's like a part of an awakened devil fruit, who knows? Some people say it's a new power system altogether, but considering that we're in the end game of One Piece, I don't think we need another power system, unfortunately. Look, I get it. I would love a longer One Piece, but at the same time, give Oda a break, man. He can't be introducing so many new things when it's coming to the very end. Who knows? Maybe it was foreshadowed before, but I don't believe it would be a new power system, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. But considering how I've been talking about this for a while, it could eventually just show us what Kuma's up to. Cut away from the main action, which... Trust me, I get some people might like that, but I'm not really a big fan of that right when major stuff is going on. My only issue with Egghead is its story placement, because right after York died, it went basically 3 months without seeing the Straw Hats whatsoever and seeing what everybody else was up to. Now, I don't have an issue with Oda doing that, but at the same time, I had to reread some of the older chapters because how much they threw us out of the loop, bringing in some new stuff, and it's like, well, what about the Straw Hats on Egghead? But it was very excited seeing them again. Anything's really possible at the moment. Who knows what's going to happen next? Not even me. That's why I have the predictions going on. Yeah, it turns out everything I said in the predictions was right. However, let me get into it a lot better for you guys. So the chapter starts off... We see a fight between Jay Garcia and Jewelry Bonnie. Everybody was like, oh my god, Agorose got stabbed, but Jay Garcia really didn't care, and he grabbed Bonnie, and Sanji tried to fight him off. We see in this spider form, Jay Garcia has accelerated healing, and because everybody is currently fighting Jay Garcia, it's time to take out Vegapunk for the Marines. Frankie comes in clutch, though, because before Luffy was about to get crushed, he saves Luffy. And then, here's where the rest of the chapter begins. Jay Garcia still has Jewelry Bonnie, and he holds her up, asking the Marines to shoot at her. And then, we get a flashback to Kuma. Now, I know I was like, oh, I don't want another flashback, but how they executed it was perfect. Like, literally, perfect. I was like, oh yeah, I don't like it, but... what I mean was, I didn't like the execution of it. I didn't like how when York died, it was like somewhere very far off on another land. Here's Law fighting Blackbeard and stuff. No, this time we have the perfect setup. Jewelry Bonnie is Kuma's daughter, so it just makes perfect sense. We find out Kuma was always a slave to the Celestial Dragons, and we actually get to see his father and his mother, and we get a really sad scene where his mother died, and the father says that she's up in heaven. And that really broke my heart a little bit. But Kuma's father told him about the warrior of liberation, the sun god Nika, the one who always laughs. And then we go to God Valley. That's right, the same God Valley with Roxy Zebek. Well, it was after the fact, because now the Marines own it. And there's a tournament there. They also start to hunt down slaves, and then we later find out that Kuma tried to escape, but he also has Giant's blood in him. Giant's blood. We're going to Elbaf after this. There's no way in hell we're not going to Elbaf after this.
We're getting the fuck out of here. Let's roll, Jack. Let's go, motherfucker. Go.
It only gets better because we get to see Garling. And then there's even more, because Kuma escapes and he meets Ivankov and this new person named Lenny. Because who in the fuck is Lenny? That is the big one. We know who Ivankov is. We know our greatest fucking emperor for the fucking revolutionaries. But who is Lenny? Is she Luffy's mother? Is this crocodile post Ivankov? There's like a lot going on with this character. Now look, people could be like, oh yeah, it's not Crocodile, it's Luffy's mother more because she doesn't have black hair, and Oda has drawn Crocodile younger, but the truth is, it could really be him because hormones could really probably change hair color or something. They could probably make that happen. You know, that's only a really baseless theory. Besides, we only know that Ivankov and Crocodile have met once. It could also be Bonnie's mother, which would be very sweet to see how Kuma met Bonnie's mother, how they were slaves together, and yada, yada, yada. And then I'm out of work next week because there's a break next week. But yeah, thank you for the support on last chapter. Seriously, I did not expect that video to blow up, and it hurts even more because the longer video did worse than the shorter video. But if you like what you see and you want to see more of my opinion, please like, subscribe, dislike it if you dislike it, and unsubscribe if you want to. That's all I got. Have a good day.